It's cold, it's windy. We're driving an hour and a half south down the shore where it's going to be even windier. We're going to try to photograph some shit. So, today we're birding, finally on winter break, which is a miracle. This is one of my only breaks of the year because my college is a trimester system and I go year round. But right now we're going south. We're going to be trying to photograph some harlequin ducks, maybe some other sea ducks. There's also been at this spot a Pomeranian jaeger that's been around. So that's kind of one of the main reasons I'm going down right now, is to look for that. So Pomeranian jaegers are pelagic species, which means that they spend pretty much their whole lives out at sea and only come to land to breed. Usually the only way to see them is to go out on a pelagic trip that goes out miles into the ocean. And I have seen them that way. I've seen a few that way. But this one, which it's kind of weird, it sits on the beach. So it will fly out in the inlet a bit, but then it'll come back and sit on the beach. And I don't really know. So usually when you have a pelagic species being seen on land, that usually means it's sick. I've seen some pictures of the bird. It doesn't look that bad, and the fact that it's been in the inlet and everything means that it might be all right. I don't really know. Seems like overall it's doing fine enough. So I want to try to get a look at that because some people have been able to get some good photos of it because it's been sitting on the beach. So that would just kind of be cool to see a bird like that up close. And the other cool thing about this bird is it's a dark morph. So that's rare in itself. So the fact that it's a dark morph and it's being seen from land, that doesn't really happen. And then if we have time, I'm going to drive around a few little marshes in the area because someone had a snowy owl down there. So that would kind of be cool. This year, it seems like snowies are on the move along with a lot of other owls. So, see what happens. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been filming. Trying to get back into it. I say that all the time and then it doesn't happen. Then life happens and I'm busy or unmotivated to film and everything like that. But I'll get me done today. Hopefully there's going to be a good video. I'm filming this because I feel like I'm going to potentially have some good footage from it of something. It'll be enough for a full video. I don't know, but here we go. It's hopping around. Oh, I just heard a yellow rump too. Okay, so in here there's red-breasted nuthatch juncos and the yellow rump warbler. That's kind of cool though because there is not too many red-breasted nuthatches around this year. Red-breasted nuthatches are what they call an eruptive migrant, which means that some years there's more of them around than others. And this year it says no parking. We gotta back up. Anyway, yeah, so there's not that many of them around this year. Gotta put on the ski sock liners. The winter boots. It's not, technically, I mean, it's in the 30s. I think it's like maybe 34 out right now, which is not that bad, but it's very windy. Collection right here. We got herring gulls, ring-billed gulls, great blackback gulls, lesser blackback gulls, and then all the way out there by that little jetty we've got good assortment of sea ducks. We've got harlequin ducks, surf scoters, black scoters, white-winged scoters, common-iders, all that cool stuff. Also had a bufflehead too. Still haven't seen a jaeger yet. Hopefully there's more on that jetty there, which I can actually get on. That jetty back there I can't get on. There were two close common-iders, but as I walked up they flew off. And I'm also trying to, I don't have a lot of daylight left, trying to, get an assessment, what's around, and then kind of see. I want to focus on photographing and of course try and get some views of that jaeger if it's here. after I got on it, preened for a little bit, then it took off out into the ocean. Which that's what a lot of people have kind of been saying about this bird, is you'll see it like on the beach and then it'll fly out. So just hanging out on the jetty now, see if I can get some closer shots of some of this stuff. A lot of this stuff seems kind of pushed further out at the moment. We're going to see if we can get anything closer, but it's cool. The lighting is actually really good right now. So glad about that. For those of you that are wondering, the way that I find out about this stuff, the way that like I knew that the jaeger was there and everything, is a few ways. One, there's Seabird, which is a, whoa, there we go. Stoners on the move, black stoners. That's cool, but anyway, there's Seabird, which is a website where all, kind of pretty much every birder puts in their sightings and what they see for different locations. And then there's a bunch of different regional chats on like GroupMe and WhatsApp. People post like real-time updates while they're out of what they're getting. Because it takes like, I think, at least an hour for an eBird report to be public. Like it takes a little bit of time to get up there. Holy shit. So right there, right to the left of that little clump of crap, right there, it's right where the jaeger just was. So I was walking back, there wasn't that much going on in the inlet. It's low tide right now, and I almost feel like that's making all the harlequins and all of the ducks and stuff out further. There's another exposed area of rocks further out where everything was hanging out. And as I was walking back, the jaeger came back and landed right there. So I was like right here, and I was working on photographing it a bit, and then a helicopter flew over and just flushed everything up. And also on the jetty, wasn't really able to get any shots because we were hopping around a lot, and right as I was trying to photograph them, that's when I noticed the jaeger and I wanted to focus on that. There were some, I think like at least 3 Ipswich savanna sparrows, which savanna sparrows is a species, Ipswich is a subspecies. And what's interesting about that subspecies is that subspecies only breeds in one small area, and then they winter in areas all along the coast. They like to sit out in the dunes. Anyway, but the jaeger, it was just chilling right out there. I think I got some good shots. I don't know, the sand's blowing a lot. I've got the bag on my camera to try to make sure there's no sand goes inside it. Ugh. Made it back. It's getting pretty dark now. It got dark really fast because there was light. And it's still light enough out to see. It got dark fast now. Gonna head over to a spot to take a quick look for a snowy owl. See if it's there. I don't know the exact location, so I'm gonna try to look it up. If the report's still up. Somewhere in a marsh. Alright. Trying for the snowy now. But it's getting dark. So we'll see. Very successful though. Very glad about the jaeger. And that was just cool. Although I've seen them on pelagics, I actually have good shots of one on a pelagic from last November. Getting to see one on the beach, that's honestly something I was not totally expecting I would get photos of unless I went to somewhere in the Arctic where they breed. Here we go, we're off. I mean, it's kind of dark if it's like way the hell out there. Shit, there's shorebirds. There's a whole collection of shorebirds right here. I might grab the scope real quick when I get off on my boots and stuff. Looks like just some Dunlin out there. I'm not seeing any evidence of a snowy, although if it's like way out there, because there's, as you can see, this is the bay. And there's like this little strip of marsh out there, but then there's a further strip of marsh. And if it's out there, it's so dark, I don't know if I'd be able to see it. Trying to get all the warm gear off and head back. There's so much freaking sand. Even got the scope out for a quick look. and didn't see shit. So, going home.